Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Oh, I'm back from the retreat. I had so much fun, and I have a lot of things to share with you. So here is my mushroom journal. I'll just do a quick flip through, not even fully because I didn't get it done. I had hoped to, but I didn't. I did do the cover, and I thought I would add a button. I hadn't done that yet. And I don't know. I was thinking a white button, but maybe, let me grab this. Sometimes I like to pour them out and see. Maybe it's more going to be like maybe a brown button. I don't know. Let's see. That might be too big. More like that size. Let me grab my, oh boy. Let me grab my brown buttons. I hope everybody's doing good. I'll set this aside. Brown buttons. I have them around here. Let's look. Yeah. So maybe a brown button with some really big buttons. I'm looking for a flat one. That might be okay. It's a little bigger than I wanted. Most of these are big. Look at this one. Ah! I like this color right here. That's too big. Yep. So today is a little bit of piddling because I just haven't gotten everything out. Oh, that size might be good. Can you even see it? Okay. Huh. I still like this little size. I wonder if I have any littles. They must have all fallen to the bottom. Look at this big coat button here. There's a little one. It's not flat. It's kind of metal, maybe? But look at this gigantic coat button. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. Well, we're getting there. I feel like, oh, look. Okay, here's a little one. It's a little nondescript. Oh, what about that one? I do like that, but I think it's a little bit lost. I think I'll just go with that one. Yeah. Oh, that's my white one. Okay. Let's see if I can get these in here. I spy a purple one. That doesn't go in there. Okay. Sorry about this reach here. Look at this one here. No, I still think I like this one better. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. One thing done, huh? We accomplished looking for a button. I'm going to set it aside because I think what I'd like to do, and I don't have it with me, is I'd like to stitch through that and then attach it. So I'm going to set it over here. And I need to file that purple one away. But let's look at this real quick. So, unfortunately, as you can see here, I'll need to put a heavy book on it. It got bent in packing. When I came home, I didn't pack it as good as I probably should have. So what I did was, while I was at the retreat, I went to a little thrift store, and there was a curtain shear or curtain lace, you know what I mean? And I thought, hey, I'm just going to use that. And so I tore it and put it here. And then I had gotten just a piece of cardboard and cut it out. And I put a little bit of, what is that called? A little bit of texture paste mixed with some vintage photo, a drop of vintage photo re-inker. Mix that up with my little spatula and kind of combed over, you know, a piece of cardboard that I had cut up. So that was the base. And then I took the Junk Journal Studio, some of the ephemera, and I tore it and put it here with a little bit of lace behind. And then another Junk Journal Studio. This is on cardstock. Make it a little thicker, so is this one. Put that there with a little bit of just scraps that I found. This was a scrap that was in my stuff, and I just wrapped it around the back. And then I had just this little gingham, and I put that there with a little bow. I haven't decided how I'm going to clasp it yet. A lot of times I like to just have a freestanding tie around it. Sometimes I like to put eyelets and tie. I haven't decided yet because I haven't filled it yet, and I don't know yet what what it's going to be like. But just a quick flip through. I did put a few things of ephemera in here. You can see I still have some decorating to do. I really need to get some ruffles and some lace put on. So, but oh, and here's the puffy that we made. So that's fun in there. All right, you've seen all these, and these, this we made a long time ago, and then I put this postcard in as a just a little pocket, and I just put a little bit of washi on it. You know, nothing super exciting, but it makes it look really neat. Here's a little teeny bit of lace I did put. Just everything needs more. And I think what I'm going to need to do is just have an ephemera making session. Here's a belly band. Need to put some stuff behind that. Here's that compatible card and pocket we made. This needs more. It needs a little lace or a tab or something. Maybe even a little glue right there. Little pocket here needs something. This is just a pretty picture. I did add a little bit here, but I still need more. This could use something too. Even if it just has a tag that says photos or miscellaneous that you could put there, you know, something like that. So you can see lots of writing space. Here is one of those where you can make it a belly band or a pocket. It's a triple. So it has this here, which could, oh wait, I guess I don't have anything in there. Yeah, I don't have anything in there yet. So that needs something. This just has some writing paper in it. So it needs a little something, and maybe something back here too. You could slide it in, or on the another one that I put in here, I think I left it a belly band. This needs stuff. It's funny because at the retreat, I felt like I was working, and I don't feel like I got much done. I did make this. I took the other day when you and I went through all my ephemera, and I set some examples aside. This was an example, so I did make that while I was there. What else? You can see I still have a long way to go. I did make this little tablet based off of the one that, you know, was in my sample. So that's cute. Went really well there. I brought that. I haven't put it down. I think it's going to just clip in probably. Haven't done anything with that. Gosh, need to get busy. I did put this in. Here's that other third, one that you can do in thirds. So this one has, it's a belly band, and then this card pulls out, and you can write on the back. And then this tag here is just a little pocket. So that was one of the examples from that I said we need to look at. And then here's a card. So I did do a few things while I was there. It doesn't look like much, but I actually made these while I was there too. And then here's just some pretty paper tucked in there. And I don't know quite what I'm going to do completely with that, because I kind of almost feel like it covers too much up. So we'll see what happens. Excuse me. Okay, here's another one of those compatible pocket and card. You love that one. I love it. We made that together a long time ago, and then this is just another postcard made into a pocket. Made this based off of an example that was in the pile we went through. Thought that turned out really cute. I love looking at that. And then just tuck those in. This is something we made a while back with the Junk Journal Studio miscuts that I had, or misprints that I had. Made it off and made it look like it was torn off of an envelope. Those were really fun. I'll probably do those again. This one was already pre-made. We had already done that at some point, so I tucked that in because I thought it was cute. Let's see. Here's another one of those. Does this have a, what's going on here? Yeah. It's a little card. It needs a tie. So we'll finish that. Okay. And this one is a very skinny pocket. It only goes to here, because the page is wrapped over. Okay, and then that's it. So you can see I did do work, but it just didn't amount to much. But I had such a great time, and I learned a couple of things, so I'll show you those here later on too. Not today probably, but in another video. So, whoops, there's another button. Okay, what else? So today I wanted to work in my calendar collage. That's what I do when I just need a little brain breather. I'm going to work on journals probably off camera for a little bit, because I'm wanting to do a few little easy sewing projects to get ready for the holidays. So I'll probably be doing videos on that, because I'll have all of it out and about. So I'll be making, I think what I'm going to do first are some little purses that you can carry just while you do your Christmas shopping. And if you would like to make those along with me, I'm just going to make them out of some holiday scraps that I have, or holiday colors, whatever you can find. And I'm guessing you might need a total of maybe a half a yard. I'm going to mix and match. So I'm just guessing if you were to have one piece of fabric, you might need a half a yard, but that's a guess because I'm just using scraps. So maybe you can watch one of them and see what I do, and then grab your, kind of have your fabric ready so we can work together. Okay, so if you haven't done calendar collage with me before, it's basically just taking an old calendar and cutting pieces to fill the spots. I like to do it with some of the things I've worked on before, or Christmas paper or anything like that. So this one's one that my daughter's been working on. She hasn't finished it yet, so I'm leaving that one. But, just whatever you want. And I don't necessarily go by, so that's the one I did last year. I don't necessarily go by, as you can see, March, the month. Like, I don't do one a month. So this is the one I've done for this year. And one thing that I've started doing was trying to look at different methods of, I don't know, just finishing things, mixed media, stuff like that. So after I did this one, I then went over it with a stencil and then outlined it. I wish what I had done is watered the paint down a little bit, because, you really can't see all of the beautiful paper. And there's a lot of the Junk Journal Studio, All Things Roses in there, which gives it that pretty soft pink. And then I also didn't cover these. Some of these I really like. I don't know. I might cover some of them. This one was okay, but I thought the colors went well. So this one I did water down. I don't know if I like the yellow or not. And then I gave it a spray with some vintage photo spray. Or what did I use? A mica spray, I think. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we do with this one. Okay, so that with this one, at the retreat, I did a little make and take, showing the ladies how to do those envelopes that we made that time with Joey Card Maker's things. I don't think I have them right here by me. Let me see. I don't see them by me. And so I took that and showed them, because a lot of them are scrapbookers, and they are card makers. And I thought, well, introducing them to digitals. So I introduced them to Joey Card Maker and the Junk Journal Studio, of course. And then we made some envelopes. So I have a lot left over. Plus I pulled out some scraps from previous mashups that Joey's done. And if you want your freebies, were all freebies, just go to Ko-fi, Ko-fi.com, and then search Joey Card Maker and go into his shop, and you'll see his things. So I may cover this bunny up. We'll see. You see what's going on the next page. Got them all glued together practically. Ugh. I'll cover that up probably. Okay, let's get started. So I think what I'm going to do is just try to find, I brought some things to sort with. So I think what I'm going to do is just try to find some background papers first, and then put the, let's see, maybe I'll put littles in this thing. So background, no, these are, okay. So I'll put little stuff there. These are background. Put that there. Okay, so we have plenty of blue here. Let's just start with it. I have my glue book off to the side because I'm running out of paper. So all I'm going to do is just put it down, use the grid on the calendar to measure it. These are smaller, so it is a little bit more finicky. But if you notice from my other ones, you can go, like, you don't have to just do one square at a time. You can do whatever you want, but you could go 2 squares at a time if you want to. Once you get a groove, you can kind of go to town on it. And I'm just using my Craft Bond Extra Strength Elmers, because this is just going to be for me. It's not going to be in a journal. I mean, I've never put them in a journal. I just like to look at them. And so if it peels up, it's okay. I can redo it. Speaking of it, I did use Elmer's to do my mushroom journal cover. I did the collage on it, and there were a few little things that poked up, so I just got my art glitter glue and gave it a little bit under the seam is where it was popping up. Okay, well, so we got there. Oh, well, first let me tell you this. If you've never watched one of these, it's really whatever you want to do. But what I do try is to not put any of the same touching or in the same row. So I don't know. It's never really exact. It's just something I like to do for my own Tetrisness, I guess. So anyways, we arrived on Thursday evening, and or no, Thursday morning, I'm sorry. Arrived on Thursday morning, and the sweet girls, my friends, had already set up. I was running late, nothing new. I can't remember what happened, but I had to do something that I hadn't planned. I think it had to do with the car, but I can't remember now what it was. So I got there. I was probably like the 5th person there, and you know, had my stuff to carry in. Thankfully, you can pull right up to the door and unload and then go park, which is very nice. And of course, with my back, I was nervous. Joey loaded the car for me, and I was nervous about, I think I'll start with 3 for now. I was nervous about when I got there, you know, unloading the car, because some, you know, when you start piling your craft things together, it can get a little heavy, you know. But there was one of my friends there, Diane. Thank you, Diane. She was so sweet, and she unloaded my heavy one. And then also I had one of these little, the Rubbermaid tables, you know, that pop up, and they have those little metal pins you got to push in to be able to extend it. Ugh, I could not get those, so a couple of ladies were able to do it. So I was grateful for that. I mean, it takes a village to get me you know, set up. So I spent a good few hours getting set up, and normally wouldn't take a few hours, except, you know, I'm chit-chatting, hugging, talking, and yeah, so we got set up, and got to see my friends, and just, what did I just do? Made that too big. Then I finally got set up, but then you just don't, you're just, I don't know what happened. I just decided, okay, after dinner, I'm going to get busy. And that's what I did. After dinner, I got busy and started working on stuff, and getting a good push on stuff. And everybody else was working. They just produced so much. They can do so many of those beautiful cards. They have these die cuts, and some of them do the die cuts, and then they use a stamp, you know, and then they color in the stamp. Oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. I'll show you one of the 2 of the make and takes that we did. So here's one of them. Isn't this cute? This is a card, and I got my thing not centered, but look how cute that is. Isn't that the sweetest? So she showed us that. And then look at this one. I think this is something we'll make. Probably not in a purse. But, so look at all these little dies. She has this little handle, this little buckle, the little thread through. What are these called? I don't know. Oops. Probably should have glued that. Then you open it, and you put your gift card inside. Well, I thought this would be fun to make, and just put a tag inside. Not something this big, but, you know, put a tag in there. And then when you open it, you can have something, a pocket here, and then you can have a tag. So I thought we might work on that. Anyway, so we did those, and there was all kinds of things going on. There was a really large project going on, a large make and take that took several hours. As a matter of fact, some of the ladies worked on it for days, 2 days. It was kind of like a mini scrapbook of sorts, and it had all these pockets to put pictures and mementos, and just, it was really neat. I chose not to participate in that, just for a couple of reasons. One, I don't scrapbook. I don't have the scrapbook paper, and I just didn't want to buy it, buy the scrapbook paper. And another reason is I had so many things I wanted to get done. So I did work on, I don't have it with me, it's out by the couch. I did work quite a bit on my uh, Four Seasons cover. And I was really happy to get a lot of that done. Okay, so we're just going to do a few more because I want to leave enough room to put some pretty, some of these pretty pictures that Joey has made. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a chatterbox. So, and then my friend Jane, who has been putting on the retreat for the last few years. She had several of us over for dinner. So sweet. Thank you, Jane. It was very nice. And oh gosh, I'm just gonna do it this way. And her and her husband had us over. It was very nice. She's the one, if you go into my videos, or probably maybe a short, you'll see a video of her beautiful studio, her craft room. It's all in pink. It's so pretty. So we all sit down around all the tables down there and enjoy. Let's take a little bit of that off. Oh boy, what am I doing? Let's see. Go here and take a little bit of a... Okay. And then I got back and you know, I posted that video of everyone doing their Joy card maker. I hope you got a chance to see that. That was so fun. Oh my gosh, they came up with such great ideas. I don't know if you can tell in some of them, but like they cut out butterflies and they cut out different things, and then they had the wings pulled up, and oh my gosh, it was so pretty. Several of them did like a little bit of a 3D type of thing. So anyways, yeah, I got home and did a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then, let's see, yesterday I pulled my back again. It's not as bad as the last time I did it, but it still has caused me to be behind on getting some things done. We did go to church last night. There was a big potluck and service last night, which, you know, church potlucks, the best. So much food. Such great cooks. Oh my gosh. Joey was in heaven. You should have seen the dessert table. Unbelievable. Okay. So these were a little wide. That's okay. How about one more? How about we do the stripes and then we get going on the other. So anyways, yeah, so we went to church and I came home and took my medicine and went to bed. And do you know, I was still in bed at 10 o'clock this morning. I had gotten up, of course, but I don't know, back pain. So, I don't know why that won't tear. I'm feeling a little bit better now, but I'm not doing my normal daily routine, which frustrates me that I don't get to do that. So we'll see. I have been doing some, I'm going to have to cut that, I think. I have been doing some back strengthening stretches, and I think I did a new one yesterday, and I think I pulled something or overdid something, because I could feel it right then. I mean, I could feel something pop. Not in a bone, not a bone pop. And I thought, oh man, not again. Thankfully, I'm not down like I was the last time. And I don't know, was that last week? It feels like a gajillion years ago. Couldn't have been last week because I went to the thing last week. To the retreat. All right, let's see what happens here. We'll get this one. So, yes, I'm a little bit behind the game today, and we have our Bible study tonight at our house. So, thankfully, the house is clean. I cleaned it Wednesday or Tuesday really good, and no big messes have been had since then. So it's just a matter of tidying and ruffling, you know, puffing pillows and stuff like that. I do need to get to the store for some snacks. Didn't get those yet. Right there. Okay. Maybe one more. Where do I want this? This is going to be the only row it could go in, because I try to not put it in the same row. Okay, I think that's fine. All right, now let's get to the, oh, look at that's one that's been cut out. Now let's get to, oh, I forgot to even let's put some of these. Oh gosh, I just did all the blue. Yeah, let's put some of these down real quick. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Let's do 3 of these. And I have some correspondence to do. I need to get some cards done, and some thank you cards. I had a really sweet lunch with a friend of mine while I was in the little town that the retreat was held at. I hadn't seen her in a little while, and had lunch. She had me over for lunch. It was delish. Thank you, Pam. And yeah, so I've got some correspondence to catch up on. I don't know where the day goes. I really just don't know. What other orange do we have? It's pretty. Gosh, that's about the same size. Let's square that off a little bit. Oops. Dropped it. Okay. Been working on trying to be good about picking things up with my legs and not my back, and that's, you know, I think I did that wrong. That's not as easy as it seems sometimes, because, you know, you get in such a habit of doing things one way. But I'm trying to be conscientious about it. Glued to my paper here. I hope you'll give the calendar collage a try if you haven't yet, and or wait until the year's over, and then you'll have a calendar to do. This one happened to be not used, and after my mom passed, she had several calendars that she had gotten from places that she had donated to. So I thought this would be a fun size to do. Okay, so there's orange. Now let's see, what do we have with the purple? Look at that. Let's see how many we can get out of that. Let's see here. I have glue on here is what's causing a little bit of mess. Every time one of these comes out, I'm just like, oh my goodness. The thing about it is the colors are so vibrant. Now, even with my printer, which my printer has great print, it's just that I use a really cheap paper. I just use Walmart copy paper for the most part. Sometimes I use a better quality, but for the most part, that's what I use. And just the colors come out so beautifully. Okay. I've got this one piece of paper over here I'm gluing on, and I'm thinking, can I make it last through this purple? I did it. Folded it and folded it. Okay. How about this? How are we doing on time? Oh boy. We're about to run out of time, but I'm going to finish this because I really would like to have it done. Whoopsie. Joey's having lunch with his son today, which is super exciting. They try to meet about once a month and have lunch. And any of you that have grown children, you know how special that is. Just that time catching up and just being, not being distracted with anything but just being in each other's space and chatting and catching up on what life is doing. And so I love that. Okay, that's what is happening here. That's that. I'll put it right here. Kind of goes over a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, what I'm thinking is I still have the pink to do, and so trying to think of, ooh, oh, that's in the same row. That's catty corner, catty corner, catty corner, catty corner. I think I'm going to start one here. Do that. And maybe a blue. On my other one, I can't remember. I want to say it had blocks for notes over on the side, but I don't know. Okay, now let's look at pink. Pink. Let's see, let's trim this little bit off. See if we can, yeah, this will be good. I was going to say, let's see, because sometimes you just get the background, you know, you don't get like, I'm trying to get a little bit of pink. Okay. Anyways, this is really relaxing, and it's very relaxing if you have someone that is, you know, maybe if you or someone is anxious about something, this is a really nice project to do. You can, you know, you don't have to use a digital. You can just use things out of a magazine. They don't even have to be anything. You could just tear a whole page into little strips and squares and then just glue them in. And I think you'll find that it's very relaxing. It helps to reset your mind. Unless you're like me and you're talking through it. But even talking through it, it's helping to reset my mind, you know. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to use this for a few of them. That's perfect width. Exact measurements are not, you know, super necessary, because you can always go over the creases if you want with like a vintage photo, or you could go, you know, we're going to put some pictures over some of it too. I don't know what pictures or how many, but we'll figure it out. I'd kind of like to do one from each kit. We'll see. I didn't cut that one very well. Oops. Ah, got too much glue on me. Okay. All right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 2. Let's use this. On this one, I think I'm just going to cut that off. Cut this off. Have you all started thinking about Christmas? Have you all started decorating or buying or anything like that? I think about Christmas all year round, literally. And then when it gets close, I feel like I'm not prepared at all. Joey's mom and dad are coming for Thanksgiving, and whenever they do, she usually helps me put my Christmas tree up, which is so nice. And so I'm hoping that we can get to that this year, because I really want it up right away. Okay, so, oh, we have one more. One more. If I put that there, it's gonna not be in the same. It'll be in the same, what I'm trying to say. I try not to let them be in the same, but might have to. Let's do it. there's so much to putting my tree up, which, you know, so is everybody. But I have this vintage ornament collection, and I wrap each one typically, and there's hundreds. And so it's quite the situation. You have to sit and bring a table in. And okay, now I have all of these scraps from whenever we, you know, made something. So I'm going to use those for the border. Tear this one down. Okay, so let's get that on there. And you could do whatever you want. You could make even more squares or rectangles to go down there. And another thing you can do is you can measure your rectangle and then just pre-make a bunch. And I do that sometimes. You can pre-make a bunch of your little rectangles or squares. Some of them are square. You could use this as a collage book to where then you make tags and different things out of it. I haven't done that with these yet. I don't know if that's something I'll do or not. Okay, I did have, here's a blue. I like the torn edge. Okay, look at these little guys. It's fun. You know what I'm thinking about for Thanksgiving is I keep thinking about yams. You know, I've never been a big sweet potato or yam person, but for some reason, that's what I've been thinking about. Like, we're for sure having yams, which we always do, but for some reason, I'm just really thinking about it. Scooching this over a little bit. Okay. There's a nice size. Let's tear it down just a little. When you tear, if you tear one forward, you get the white. So see here, I get the white, but if you tear back, you don't. And now that's different on different papers, depending on how the grain runs, I guess. It's never exact, but I usually do a little teeny tear and see which way, if it really matters to me. A lot of times I don't like all that white. Okay. I may cover that bunny, I don't know. We'll see. What else? I need another piece right here. So I have, do I have anything? Oh, there's a nice piece. I did that opposite. Ah! Too much. What's going on? Let's see here. What else do I have? There's another piece. I just need it to about right here. Better. Wow, I am having a time. There we go. Okay. I know it's a long video, but I do want to get this done. And I'm trying to think, I don't know, I may set my sewing up in the dining room so I have a lot of space. If that's the case, you may see a little bit of a different atmosphere. Okay, let's get some people on here. Okay, she is out of the Blue Moon. I don't know, I can't remember all the names of them, but I remember the Blue Moon because I just finished it. All right. And I definitely want to use this. Let's do a little fussy tear. Okay. Oh, I was going to tell you, my friend Margaret at the retreat gave me this. I've never seen one of these, but it reminds me of the sole of some shoes I had when I was in junior high. Anyways, this is supposed to get off, like if you have a little bit of glue on something, you can use it to rub it off, and it does work. I used it while I was at the retreat. I was just thinking about that. Okay, where's something from Orange? Oh, here's another bouquet. Look at that. Is that the same bouquet? No, it's different. Sometimes, you know, you have the same thing just in different color, but this one's totally different. Leave it to Joey. Everything's original. I still haven't started on my Christmas journals, but I was telling Joey I have to finish this mushroom journal or it'll never get done because, I mean, you know, I'm still on the 4 Seasons journal. You start on one and then you get, you know, something shiny goes by like a Christmas digital and, you know, you want to get started on it. Okay. Let's see. Blue. I think we need pink. Okay, orange. Okay, purple. What do we have purple? How about this lady here? Slim it down just a little bit. This one was Purple Passion. That's what the purple was called. Purple Passion. Okay. I wonder if I have any pink ladies here. Autumn Rust was the autumn one. I don't see. Here's a pink girl and boy, but I kind of just wanted the ladies in there. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is go like this. But I think I'm going to... Don't look. I don't want your feelings to be hurt. I have to tear her in half. Oh, they're both looking the same way. Do I have any? looking at all my stuff here. I don't. Okay, well, we're going to use them that way. Do that, and then, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to put her down real quick. Probably another reason why I have Christmas on my mind is because my glue book is a Christmas catalog that I got in the mail. And so every time I go to glue, I see a little bit of Christmas there. Okay, we're almost done. At least for this part. And then I may fiddle with it with other things later, such as, I don't know if I'm going to put a treatment, cover the bunny. Okay. There's a nice little tag. This girl might be good too. She's by herself. I do have purple, but she's looking the other way, and I think that might be nice. Kind of off center now. I need to go back to my pink and see if I find another pink. Do I have an orange lady? She's fun. Really, the only one I didn't put was pink. Let's see if I can find a pink one real quick. See if there is an extra without printing another sheet. She's pretty. They're all so pretty. Let's look and see if I have pink. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I do. She's also going that other direction. What's this one? Here's one going the opposite. She's very pretty too. Blossom Blush was the, I will want to say August or July. Okay. Now, how are we doing? Oof. So much time that has gone by. I want to put a little bit of something. Here's a little pink thing. Pink. Purple. Let's look at the purple, if I have any other scraps of purple. I thought I got the scraps out, but maybe I'm digging found this. It's pretty. Okay. We've got that. We have that little pink thing. Maybe we find something orange, and then that should be it. I'm going to cut that straight off. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to cut that straight off too, like that. Okay. Let's get this girl, pretty lady, glued down. There. This there. I'm looking around like, where have I put stuff? Cut this out. I was thinking, this retirement gig, the time goes so fast. Whatever you're working on, the time just goes so fast. Maybe I should do that one, the up and down vertical. Yeah. Something right here. I think I'm gonna fussy this, and I'll put some pictures on Facebook and Instagram of the final, because I mean, as long as this takes for my videos to load where I'm at in this little wonderful oasis of hardly any Wi-Fi, I don't want to go much over an hour, so I might do a little bit extra, and I think I'm going to cover the bunny up, and then put pictures on Facebook and Instagram. You can see what the final is. Look at all that. I like that little bird too. Let's fussy him out. Someone had used the birds on, at the retreat when I did that make and take. They had used the birds, and they were had them sticking out a little bit. It just looked dimensional to me. I loved it. It was so neat. Ugh, not doing a very good job. Oh my goodness. I think I took half his back. Oof, I don't think we'll be able to use it. Oh boy. Sorry about that, little bird. Okay. I think that is going to be it for today. I really, really like how it turned out. I really like how it turned out. I hope you all will consider making one. This one I'm just going to fill in with big scraps of paper, So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks so much for hanging with me and for hearing about my trip. And I hope you get a chance to to craft today, or maybe even just tear out pages you like from a magazine, but get some relaxation. And I just want to remind you, we pray blessings over you, and we want you to know you're so loved. So we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.